Hello, language explorers. I'm Anne, and welcome to Walk a Day English, the channel where we turn daily walks into unforgettable English learning adventures. Today, I'm strolling along a beautiful nature trail, and I'd love for you to walk with me virtually. In this video, you'll discover how exploring nature, building vocabulary, and making frequent reviews part of your routine will boost your fluency and give you real confidence in English. Be sure to check out the free PDF guide in the description. It's designed to help you weave today's theme into your own walking and learning experience. Let's start today's adventure with a vocabulary challenge. As you walk along your favorite nature spot, make it your mission to spot unique things in the world around you. Notice a maple leaf, a babbling brook, a singing robin, or maybe just the dappled sunlight on the path. These are your walking treasures for today. The words you discover are the vocabulary for this lesson. Pause whenever you see or hear something interesting. Translate it into English and jot it down, either in your journal or even on your phone. Challenge yourself as you walk. Try to find at least 5 new interesting words or phrases coming from what you see, hear, or feel in nature. Maybe dew, mossy log, flutter, trail marker, or chirp. Don't worry about getting them perfect or that they're in English. You can always translate when you finish your walk. Starting is what matters. Every word is a step forward, and with every step, your English grows. Now, let's dig into today's language target, frequent review. Why is review so important? First, reviewing helps you get new words and patterns moving from the short-term memory to long-term use. Have you ever had that word you found, you understood, and then the next day you look it up again? Okay, so the more we review, the more it will stick, and the less we'll have to look it up again another time. Second, it builds your confidence. You'll find yourself remembering and using language more naturally. The more you see it, the more you write it, the more you use it. Third, frequent review highlights your progress. What once felt hard or difficult will soon feel easy, and you'll be more comfortable with it. Fourth, it keeps English active in your daily life, even on busy days. And finally, reviewing different topics boosts overall fluency because you see words in new contexts. Let's make review fun by revisiting and highlighting some of my favorite lessons that we have done here on Walk-A-Day English. First up was our video about could have, would have, and might have. In this video lesson, we learned to express past possibilities and regrets using our perfect modals. So for example, I might have missed this beautiful bird if I hadn't slowed down. I could have walked more, but I ran out of time. They might have called if they had remembered the phone number. In another video, we looked at wind idioms. So in this video, we picked up idioms like get wind of, meaning to hear, and to throw caution to the wind, meaning to try something without fear. We discovered their real meanings through my walk on a windy day, and I encouraged you, and I still encourage you, to try using these idioms in your own walking journal. So the example here, the woman was 3 sheets to the wind after a big picnic. Okay, so this might have been an observation I made while I was walking in the park. In this video, I encouraged all of you to be curious, and I showed you how being curious would improve your English. So curiosity powers your learning. You notice more you ask more questions, and because you're doing that, your English will grow. Using descriptive words, starting with D. That was our walking theme. So we have words like drizzle, daisy, dog, dark, and all of these words can enrich our journals and our walk notes. And we can see how a curious mindset turns an everyday boring walk or stroll into a lesson, into a real world classroom. In this video, 6 sentence patterns for fluent English, we looked at mastering simple and useful sentence structures for speaking and writing, focusing on the verb will. So try expressions like I will explore a new trail or will you join me on my next walk for everyday conversation practice. We also looked at contractions like I will, I'll, and we looked at spoken English shortcuts so that we could see how native speakers will say the sentences in a very fluid way. In English vocabulary in a bank, we looked at practical vocabulary for banking, like an account, a debit card, a deposit, checking and savings. I encourage you to spot related words as you pass ATMs or shops and even banks on your walk. I also encourage you to use your journal to practice conversations with the staff that you might have at the bank. When you write them out and you think about the responses, that gives you a little more confidence to walk into the bank and say, hello, I'd like to open a bank account. In Learn 10 Torontonian Words on a Walk, we collected local words like loonie, which meant a $1 coin, or the TTC, which is Toronto's transit system. So you might spot these words in Toronto or in other Canadian spaces. I encourage you to look in your hometown for words that are specific for your space, just like the ones I shared with you. And I encourage you to try example sentences and share with us your unique space. Now, don't be afraid to go back and look at these topics. Go back and watch the videos. Walk again. Everything is a wonderful way to review. Reviewing doesn't have to be study only. Walk a theme again and let curiosity be your guide to find new things to write about in your Walkaday English language journal. Frequent review is key. It's important. I'd love to see your new sentences or ideas, so please share them in the comments. And don't forget, you can download the free PDF guide in the description. It's going to have all the links to our review videos as well. It includes everything we've talked about, plus journaling questions to guide your walk and your English journal. Now, it is time for my favorite part, which is practicing together. This is where I encourage you to speak out loud with me using the shadowing technique. Shadowing means listening to my sentences and repeating them immediately, trying to match my rhythm, pronunciation, and intonation. It's an excellent way to train your ear and your speaking muscles, just like walking on a nature trail. A little practice every day builds strength and confidence. Are you ready? Let's take a look at my walk. I was already walking a wade walk theme, so I could have ignored these cement posts when I saw them in front of me. I saw these behind a fire station, so I thought they would be plaques in memory of fallen firefighters. I am glad I let curiosity lead, because it turned out they were tree identification signs for a tree walk. I tried and tried to find information on the internet about this enchanted forest, number one, walk, but I could find nothing. This tree is a blue beech. I will try to remember this tree and see if I can find others as I walk in the future. The enchanted forest walk was towards the end of my walk, but stopping to look at each tree allowed me to rest. With my second wind, I walked another 2 kilometers. This tree is a European larch. Each plaque has the name and the scientific name in parentheses. This is a Larix decidua. Each plaque has a label, Lamoureux Park Nature Walk, and in a box at the bottom it says Enchanted Walk 1. This leads me to think there are more walks in this park. I will have to go back and look and see if a map will help me. I found at least a dozen, 12 of these posts. I think the trail is old, as some posts had missing trees, and I found 2 piles of broken posts. This tree is a red sunset maple. I will try to come back in the fall because I bet the leaves will be beautiful red. I listened to a podcast the other day about how hugging trees can improve your mood and mental health. I hugged a few, but I felt quite silly. I wonder who the first person to hug a tree was and how they figured out it could lower stress. I have so many questions. Now you're ready to take your next step. Lace up your shoes, download the free PDF guide in the description, and use these ideas to make English learning active, fun, and part of your real life. Go for your own walk wherever you are and jot down the new words. Review your favorite lessons or these that I've shown you today and write your journal entry. Every walk is a new opportunity to grow. Happy walking and happy learning. If you would like to get personalized feedback on your journal entry, become a Wade member by signing up on our website. Take a look at the next video for another great Walk-A-Day English language adventure. If you liked this video and would like to see more, click on the subscribe button or let me know in the comments. Until our next walk, stay safe and go explore your space, one word at a time.